はい、どうも。皆さんこんばんは。今回もディスコエリジウム続きやっていきますか。前回はね、ちょっと、前々から聞いてたけど、テキストのね、本編のテキストの圧倒的な物量に気をされて、ほとんどストーリーをね、進めないまま終わったんですが、今回からサクサク進めていきたいですね。基本的、前回の軽くおさらいをすると、主人公がこの嫌な顔してるこのおっさんなんですが、どうやら記憶を失ってるらしく、で、どうやら自分が警事であることは、なんか周りのね、人らからの情報で分かって、でその相棒となるキム・キツラギさんが訪れて、この主人公はある事件の調査中だったってことをね、教えてくれるんですよ。それが殺人事件で、どうやらこの近くに遺体がまだ残ったままだというので、それを調べに行こうじゃないかっていうところでしたね。この事件についてもう一度教えてください。
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
よし。
3 days ago,
はい。
the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a
3日前
security
ね。
guard who was found hanged in
警備員が
Martinez.
検閲らされている。
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body
現
behind
場
the
はこの
whirling
ホ
and
ステ
rags
ル兼
hostel
カフェテリア、
cafeteria.
ワーリングイン
The
ラグズ
cadaver had been there for
の
4
裏庭
days.
らしいですね。
No one had come to investigate.
はいはい。
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
ってのがなんで分かったんでしたっけ？どう
They
して通
didn't
報された？
identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in
念のため
Martinez.
にはっきりさせておきたい。
Now
ここ
it
での俺た
appears
ちの
they've
仕事は
started
殺人犯を見つ
executing
けることか。
That's right.
はいはい。あんたはこれが怪奇事件だと思うか？
It's not a particularly mysterious case.
そう
The
なんですか？
deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
よくあることなんでしょうね、きっとこの世界では。わかった。これは怪奇事件じゃないかもしれない。でもセクシーにはなりうるんじゃないか。どっかの環境大臣みたいなこと言う
There
な。
was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
なるほど、そういうことか。いや、若い女が関係してるかも
Yes,
しれ
it
ない
just
です
so
からね。
happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact,
え？
part of a murder sex cult.
The weary tone is the surest
hi.
indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
本当か？そりゃ超絶セクシーじゃないか。
not really. Was there anything else?
キム・キツラギさんは基本
He's
的に
basically
真面目なんだけ
challenging
ど、
you to sex it up with
皮
a
肉とかいう
lurid
タイプの人なんですね。
Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
俺たちの所轄が違うならどうして同じ事件
I'm
だったんで
afraid
すか？
you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
なるほど。
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
どういう意味です
You
か？
don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
加わっ
That's good.
自分が何に加わってるのか覚えてない。いいことだ。何なんですか？
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you
小
want my
便
take,
飛ばしっこ競
ask
争
me
が
after we've
そこに
inspected
加わ
the
ったけど
victim.
関係ありそうなんですよ。クソ。
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
あこ この事件にはセクシーで暗く謎めいたどんでん返しがあると興味を分からせる。あ、58% か。やったれ。
What if
あ、成功した。
you did it?
よし。犯人、何度だ吊るされた男事件。
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory.
その可能性も、いや、おかしいよな。時系列がおかしいよな。だって、殺されたっていうのが発覚してから、
Maybe this is why your
ここ
chest
に
feels so
発見されたん
hollow.
でしょ。
You did an awful thing,
黙っとけ。
and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have
も
the
う
strength
脳
to
内会
take
議始まっちゃ
down
っ
a
た。
hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
でも殺人犯は俺かもしれない。いや。バカバカしい。でもこれ言っといた方がいいんじゃない？俺が記憶を完全に失ってるってことはあんたは知ってる
No
べき。
response. He just arches his brow.
まだ疑心暗鬼というか信じてないんで。本当に何一つ思い出せないんです。
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
おほほ、興味
There
な
is
さ
a
げ
sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
でも、そう言われても自分が所属している組織の基本的な知識すらないんだ。助けてくれないか。
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble,
優
then
し
I
い。
can give you an orientation.
ありがとう。医者の治療。
Really? You look fine to me.
そうです。じゃあもういいです。
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
とりあ
A
えず。
moment passes. The lieutenant
ごめん。
glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
早速ね、裏庭の方に行きますか。前にタスクがなんか更新された。酒を見つけて飲め。使いが辛すぎる。どうにかして和らげたい。酒を見つけて手に持って。そうしたらあとは魔法に。いや、ダメ。損害は弁償ね。金をかき集めて節約。今いくら持ってんでしょうね。獣の無線でシェルビーと連絡を取り、彼女が通報したかどうか尋ねる。41文書と57文書の間で小便飛ばしっこ競争が起きているらしい。遺体の予備検視が済んだらこれについて。10時以降1日の終わりにワーリングインラグズのバルコニーでキムと話し合え。なるほどね。で、レベルアップできる？もしかして。そうね。肉体が怖いから耐久力1上げとくか。さすがに耐久力1はやばいでしょ。裏庭の方にね、死体があるとのことだったんで、行ってみますか。はい。この辺にね、いっぱい人とかいるんですけど。ゴミ箱忘れるな。空き置きが入ってる。これがあれば拾えるのに。なるほど。これは3ギレーヌ通り 8B バンチ。意外と調べれるもんあるな。この裏ですよね、多分ね。
An old call box
Really, they are
with
box.
a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
はい。めっちゃ多いな。とメインホール。これ、そ
An
れぞれに。
off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here.
Plaisance.
Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
クーノとは誰だ？
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
はい。
But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here
なるほど。
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
いちいち調べてたらキリがないわ。まあね。いきますか。これは
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that
タイヤの
covers
跡。
the
確
plaza
かに。
mosaic.
お、動作を再構築する。そんなことが。
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber.
ここに止められてた車がぶつかって戻って逃げてったみたいな感じ。
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again?
あ、そっか、これ倍がやったやつだっけ？
This fence doesn't look that huge.
あのバーテ
He
ンで。
was exaggerating. People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in the world. This has nothing to do with you.
そうかそうか。これ
As a
倍がや
matter
ったん
of
です
fact,
ね。
you don't even know why you stopped here. You would never drive recklessly like this, and you don't have a car.
車は持ってないんだ。それで
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building.
これ
Before
飲酒運
heading
転してたんか
south,
な、もしかして。
must have been in a hurry.
車がフェンスに突っ込ん
You
だ
are。correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city.
来年4連車。
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
まあ、大体分かったかな。行くぜ。あ、屋上に喫煙スペースみたいなのあるな。いやグラフィックいいね。この油絵帳、絵画帳の。吊るされとるわ。吊るされとるし。おい、ガキ。ガキ、こら。あ、ガキ2人おったよ、これ見たら。まずは、死体を調べるべきかな。遺族のやっちま
The
え。
corpse
あ、
looks at you
食うの
with
こいつか。
bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
だって、7日間 ?1 週間吊るされっぱなしだったってことでしょ？
You seem to be holding your breath.
いや、視線を下に。
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot.
わ
The smell seeps in, even through your clenched
ですね。
nostrils.
もはや伝説。吐き気を我慢して鼻から手を離す。いや、無理でしょ。おいおい、なんでこれはなんで
Active
こんなこと
decay. It's a good
Anki-fu
throw-up, officer. No one is judging.
あら、上品じゃん。アイテムいいんだぞ、捜査官。誰も責めはしない。何を
To blow.
Ah.
Cop's gonna blow,
食うの
Kuno.
くおい、ガキ。失神。
Kuno's got this.
死体に石を投げつけているその少年は見た限りでは12歳で見たらねんで、やめろよ、お前マジ、ほんと。
Kumpy, Kuno.
フィンランド語でど真ん中。フィンランドの話なのここ。北欧なんだ。フェンスの向こうから別の子供がクーノとクーノースで。もうちょっと名前のバリエーション増やせよ。お、坊主ちょっといいか、警察のものだ。
The dick, Kuno.
あ、
Get him right in the
見負けひんね。嫌だわ、子供って。
It's love it in the
おい、
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes, and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
よし。俺の担当現場で石を投げるわ。
Kuno.
おい、
Yeah, right in the mouthful.
おい手出るぞ、しまいには。
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
キスラギ、やれ。
shits himself.
The rake, Kuno.
か
Throw the rake at him, Kuno.
殺してやろうか、
The
ほんと。
fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
ああ。どうするキム。
We shouldn't do
どうする
anything.
必要もない。
I don't tempt such forces.
ああ、大人ですね、剣さんは。エネルギーっ
You
て
will see.
今にわかる。兄弟、えフェンスの向こうにいるの妹な
What
の
are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno.
おい、
He says we're fucking each other.
おい、ちゃうわ。まあ、どうせ大した情報も得られんと思うけどね。
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
おい、
What you got, huh?
あ、意外
Show me
と、
what you got.
意外と伝えてくれるんだ。
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
うん。まあ、この死体について、
Shitload pig. What's your question?
おい、聞いてたか
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
ああ、この周辺で怪しいものを見なかっ
Just
た
a
か。
couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
クソガキが過ぎる
Yeah,
な。
you tell the faggoty Kuno.
誰か知ってる
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
いやー、
He could have just said he doesn't
ただ
know.
知らないと言えばよ。OK。
Yeah, it's fucking okay. Gotta have a gimp for rock practice.
いや、マジ、
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno. Don't ask the pigs for shit.
教育って大事ですね。あれがどうやってあそこに吊るされたか。
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
おー、
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
どこに行ってたん
I
ですか
don't know. Some fucking
彼は何か思いつかないかと周囲に目を動かす。
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
ナイトシティって、じゃあそれどこにあるんです
Kuno gives this info
か
out on a need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
はい。
Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
まあそうでしょうね。お前がやったとは思ってないよ。
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Right,
Right.
pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Yeah,
whatever.
まあよく遊ぶ庭ってことなのかな。まあさっきのマンションのおばさんもね、よく食うのから板伝ピンポン出しされるみたいなこと言ってたもんな。食うのって誰
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
食うのそりゃギャングの名前か
Yeah,
何かか。
Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang.
ああ、
Kuno bangs for Magier.
おだてるのも必要かもな、時に
Bangs
は。
for Revachol.
He lays the names out there with pride and precision, like cards on a table. Right when he's getting distracted, there's a malevolent hiss behind the fence.
はい。
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
おい。フェンスの向こうにいるそれは火災報知器のように甲高く暴力的な悲鳴を上げ始める。
Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help!
おい。こいつらほんま。
Help! He's got the Kuno help!
いやまともな人間がおらなさすぎるな。
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
まずいことになる前に早くこっからされ。いいから質問に答えろ。
He's digging his dick out!
いやもう、
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
警察って知ってる
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
風がその声をマルテニーズの遥か遠くまで運ぶ。あ。よし。やったね。あ。おらあははは。ダセー。ダセー。うわあ、この世で一番ダセー。
Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it.
痛い。俺のクソったる
Kuno
膝が。
can't believe this shit! Can no one stop the Kuno?
剣さんも、俺には呆れ顔。
Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
彼はあなたから強大すぎる力を与えられたかのごとく喜びで身もだえしてい
The
る。
whole charade was about to establishing dominance over you. It's safe to say he has succeeded.
Fucked your shoulder.
ああ、気力が減ってる。
Fucked your fat body up.
ケム助けて。
No.
断られた。おい。お前自分が誰に何をしてるのか分かってんのか？なんかいまいちさ、このケムと信頼関係を全然築けてないよな。めちゃめちゃ冷たいもん。
Kuno's just gonna beat the shit out of you again.
まあ、ハーブフリークス FM のことをいじったからか。
I told you not to tempt such forces.
ケムの声に含まれる苛立ちはグレムリンたちにではなくあなたに向けられている。
Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
ああ、はい。そう。いつかぶん殴ってやる。なんか板が打ち付けられてるな。子供用のはしごがガタが来ているが登れなくはない。腐った肉と凝固した牛乳の何を描く死体の腐敗死。子供用のはしご、成人男性の体重は支えきれないだろう。なるほどね。これはビニールハウス。この温室で誰かがハーブを栽培しようとしている。このハーブってどういうハーブ？なんか取れる。お金。0.2 リアル。マグネシウム。回復アイテム。マグネシウムは気力を回復できるの。耐久力上げたから、最大体力3になってるね。よく見たら。これはこの認知機構は数年前から参加している。これなんか調べれるっぽいの。これか。
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
正確な数を把握する。やった。気力が減少した。
A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
しばらくはそうか。
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
安全靴ってやつか。
Isn't this something an industrial worker
はいはいはいはい。お。寺木さん、ワークブーツの跡があります。お、メモってくれた。なるほど。で、これなんか調べれるな。これゴミ捨て場かな？
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags.
あれか、ダイナーカフェテリアの
There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
いや、頭おかしいでしょ。これは王冠をいただいたアルファベットの R。その下のリボンには降り注ぐ天の光と書かれている。ワーリング・イン・ザ・ラークスのロゴ的なやつかな。おい、クーノス。話しかけねえやな。
The pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
ほら。
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
ほら。
Going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
せえな、こい
What's
つ
going
マ
on
ジ
there?
で。
Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
おい、こぞ。
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
いやー、どういう育ち方したら
Get the
こん
fuck out of
な
here,
クソガキにな
Faith.
るの？
You got done. Talk to me.
So it's a girl. Interesting.
そう、面白いってなんやね。これであれ、完了になってない。まだなんか調べるべきところがあるのか。
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
これやる必要があるの？でもさ、これやったら絶対体力減って死ぬぜ。 まだなんか調べれるところがあるのかな。あの裏ってどうやって回るんだ。あ、まだあるわ、調べれるとこ。板が打ち付けられてる。
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
あ、やってみよう。
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too ugly.
まあ、そうなんです。
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
いいのでもこんなん勝手にして。まあ、いっか、警察やもんな。
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
OK、調べよう。これは、あれか、手前の建物やから。お邪魔しまーす。入れる。うわ。なんだ。豚の頭が。淡い黄色の粉がついた銀のさ。
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
アンフェタミン。
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
盗もうとなんかしてないぞ。本当だ。俺はな、正義のことを考えてたんだ。
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry. We don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
なるほど。そう言ってキムは隅に置かれたはしごを指す。
Yeah. Swift, lightning justice. Faster. Harder. Justicer.
See that ladder?
あそこにはしごが。
It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
子供たちの秘密基地みたいなやつかな。これは燻製にされた豚の頭ミイラム。これはマグネシウムサプリマグネゾラムの空の中。あ、なんかある。あ、お金。いや、もう、これ、重要ですからね。お金今、いくら持ってんだ？お金いくら持ってるかってどこで見たらいいんだろう。そっか。これ手に入れてたな。暗い場所に隠されたオーブを。あ、すごい。懐中電灯はずっと持っときゃいいんじゃないかな。で左手にはバールを。すごい。逆か。いいじゃない。思考キャビネットは別に新しいの手に入れてないもんな。お金。どこにも書いてないよね。まあ、いっか。すごい。捜査官っぽい。見て、キツラギさん。
Yes.
いや、なんでもないです。ここ？屋根の上に出たわ。なんか、かかってるね。どこ行くのか。はい。屋根に穴が開いてた。懐中電灯の構え方気になるな。こっから降りれる？これ。この樽は雨水で半分満たされている。でも、こっち行けってことかな？多分。こっから登れるのかな？登れそう。この戸口は今にも崩れそうだ。補強柱が廃墟を支える。バケツ。絵はがき。手に入れてどうすんのそんなもん。誰かに送る？なんだ？お金。よかった。ちょっと待ってよ。 バールでさ、バールで開けれんじゃない？あそこ。先に進めそうだけど、一旦。バール持って、空路に話しかけたら、なんかできるかな。おい、クソガキ。右手のものが見えるか。これ。
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig! Try not to knock yourself out.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
まあいい
That's
や。
right. Just fuck off.
それより箱や箱。これ開けれんじゃない？バールで。
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
お、中に何が入ってる
Trash,
と思う？
food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
合理的ですね。あ、
What
何
do
か
you
がある。
mean, feel?
その感じているというのは、いや、ただの直感ですよ。誰かが何かを放り込んでるかもしれない。
Mhm.
どうやって鍵
We
を
could try using a pry bar, the
Hi, hi,
one you
hi,
took
hi.
from my motor carriage, or
もしくはじゃない。バールを使うぞ。
we might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one, and he also has information.
なるほどね。いや、無理じゃん。絶対に無理やで、これ。やってやる。
Force time isn't
うわー、
happening.
失敗した。
You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
クソが。痛い。体力が減った。
You feel something in your chest. An
あ、やばいや
unnatural.
ばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。
It's
やばいやばいや
spreading
ばい
to
やばい
your
やばい。
left arm, your jaw.
誰か助けて。
Yeah. Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath.
や
You're
ばい
just
やばい。
making it worse.
やばいやばいやばい。ゴミ箱蹴っただけで死にそうになってる
Oh
こいつ。
God, it's painful. All you feel is
あー、やばいやばいやばいやばい。
weakness.
キツラギさんなんか持ってな
You
い。
have to
キツラギ
surrender
さん
now.
キツラギさん
You
キツラギさ
It
ん
gets so dark. You the cop suffers final
警察官
heart attack. A
心臓
detective
発作で亡くなる
lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come
Yeah.
as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I
こ
ever
んな
met. Captain Ptolemy Price,
こんな
the
しょうもないこと
deceased
で死ぬ
superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean.
遺族にどう説明するのこれ。
But
遺族
I think
遺族いんのか
before
な
he
家
ever
族と
had a
か。
heart attack,
あ、
his
いいですいいです。もうまだ調べてないことになってるよね、多分ね。
This trash container is locked. The sliding, the body is downwind from here.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
よ
What do you
し。
mean, feel?
どうやって鍵を
We
開
could
ける？
try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or
もしく
or
は
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
どうせ開けれんからその案を採用しよう。まあ、先に園長に鍵借りに行くか。走れよ。歩くの遅いなこいつら。ダッシュとかないんかな。あ、あるわ。あった。ありました。ごめんなさい。
Can I help you?
そうそう。裏にある早物量はあんたの。
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in
まあ
Rags.
そのね。聞き方の
Thank
問題
you
で
for
すよ。
clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
うん。
Why? To keep the hobos
Well,
and
so
drunks
it's now.
out. That's why. And the neighbours too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
ああ、ゴミ回収するのにもお金いるん
I
ですね。
thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
はいはい。
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
ああ、なるほど。それでもし、なんかちょっとやめな。絶対店長眩しがってるよ、これ。うちの店とゴミ収集。
It seems a little callous, doesn't it?
え
Something stirs in you.
冷
Prod
酷
at him and find out.
あ、それは少し冷酷だな。貧しい人たちに残飯すら分け与えたくないのか。いやもうね、好感度下げるのやめよう。
What do you need them for?
鍵がいるんです。
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
おう、ケムの声が突然厳しくなる。
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
はいはい。ありがとう。もう全部、人とのコミュニケーションは、つらぎさんに任せた方がいいんじゃないかな。ういー。しらしれー。主人公の名前なんて言うんやろうな。ほら、あはキツラギビームキツラギビームキツラギさんのおでこに光線を反射させて、光量を数倍にする、そういう技。キツラギビーム。はい、くだらんことやってないで開けましょうね。
This trash container is locked.
はい。
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
だけだが
Don't.
なんで
Maybe you shouldn't.
開けまー
The
す。
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
手突っ込むな、お
We're
い。
just in time. This hasn't been emptied
Hi,
for
hi, hi,
a
hi.
week.
ゴミ回収の前に、めった
You
箱の
see
下。
milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
懐かしさ。
You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A
Wait.
box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
元不老者やったとか主人公。嫌やな。俺の
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye.
お
A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
そういえば死体の人全裸っぽいな。
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the
キツラギさんすげえ。
early stages of decay.
よう匂いかけるな、こんなもん。
Drop them in here, officer.
あ、
Guitar
Hi, hi, hi.
marked blue jeans.
ギターブランド。
Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
なるほど。
Something slimy catches your eye.
お、ぬめりのある物体。
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the
Wow.
food waste, dripping with pus.
あ、これも被害者の遺
This
留
is a
品か。
military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
すごいな、キツラギさん。一目見ただけでそんなもんもわかるんや。
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes
あ
in
あ、
the
そう
trash.
かそうか。
It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
はいはい。でも基本的には鍵かかってて、カフェテリアの従業員とゴミ収集業者しかこの箱には入れられないんでしょ。つまりワーリングの従業員の誰かが関与してるかもしれないってこと？
Not
ちいかわ
really.
工具。
All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
なるほど。まだ結論を急ぐには早いと。論理的で
The
すね。
lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
生ゴミ
It's
は
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
内陸帝国あげた失敗やったかもな。ろくなことしてこんな、こいつ。
Something larger. A clipboard.
お
A
ー。
blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's
Clipboard.
handwriting.
なんで男の筆跡ってわかんの？
Is that your
Ah.
paperwork?
ああ。これが何か俺
It
には
is.
わからないです
Look,
ね。
the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
おい。
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
ああ、そうね。従業員の、だってこのゴミ箱、従業員しか開けれんからさ。
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
真面目ですね。まあ、ここは素直に従っ
It
と
would
く
also
か。
not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle
Oh.
eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
あ、食うのにもこの衣服について尋ねなあかんのか。はいはいはい。マグカップ。
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
お、ホット品か
only in its social sensibility.
イエローマンマグカップ。キムはマグカップをちらりと見てすぐにゴミの山に。ああ、そっか。キムはアジア人やもんね。
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
なるほどね。
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
パンイチは問題よく見たらこの人。インベントリの、あ、インタラクトできるわ。
It's the ledger you found
Hi,
in the
hi.
trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
他には、
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
トイレにぶち込んだな、さてはこれ。
It's a metaphor for you.
ははは、メタフ
You
ァ
know
ー。
the pathetics? Terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
まあちょっと、
They're
紙
not
を調べた方
exactly
がいいよな。
white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, Case files commit to paper. The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
でも、その事件簿自体はまめにつけてたのかな、きっと。何の記録
Work,
ですか？
strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
でも未完了なんで
It's
す
the
ね。
middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
そうね。この事件の記録をね、週に2件を裁いていれば上出来かな、警部補。いや、でも、どれも完了してないんでしょ？
Two complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
おお。少ないって言ってる？少ないって言ってるね、木さん。週2件が俺のペースだったらしいんだ、警部補。事件にけりがついていたかはわからないか。
That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
俺好みだな。
Normal caseload. It's a matter of method.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
命名
Yes,
法。
it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a
名前がね。
name. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
解決不能事件。
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
これに従
It's
って
going
名
to
前を
take
付けないといけない
effort
んです
to
か？
piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
でも俺の事件には何らかの命名法が
You
採
mean
用され
the
てるらしい。
alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
いや。数字ではないタイトルを使っ
Oh,
てい
you
る。
mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost
Eh.
everyone in the RCM does.
なぜ
It's
そん
a
なことを？
holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work
なるほど、な
among
るほど。
themselves.
まあその方が分かりやすいもんね。事件番号とかで言うよりも。俺はある事件を四角い弾痕殺人となってい
Again,
る。かっこいい
in
な。
your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself.
なるほどね。まあ分かりやすけ
I
れば何
pray
でもいい
his
と
loved
思うよ。
ones never find out.
そうね。別に外に発表せん限りは。
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
犬釘は鉄道のレールをまくる。あれか。めちゃめちゃでかいな。事件は
The
それだけか
notebook。is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more.
事件の記録を始める。
There is, for precisely one
お
more.
お。
15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
酔いどれジャンピンファッキュー。酔いどれジャンピンファッキュー。クソガキ舐められ。事件簿。
The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead
あ
pencil. It will
あ。はい
do
はいはい。
barely. But
ペン持ってな
the
い。
lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder,
日
like
本、
large caliber bullets.
日本あるんやったら
on
な
the。belt.
日本あるんやったらな。わかるよな
He。is not really saying
Oi.
anything, just standing there, looking at them.
一本お願い。
Nor
お
did
願
I
い。
give
ちょうだい
it。to you
やった。
with resentment.
素直にお気持ち表明するようになってる。事件
The
を記録す
tasks
る。
you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, things to be done, and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
もしかしてこの事件には名前をつけてあ
No,
るのか
actually. Any ideas?
吊るされた男。激しい怒りは鏡の中に安らう。沈みゆく太陽。棒についたクソ。いや、これは激しい怒りは鏡の中に安らうでしょ。
Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest. I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also,
それに
could you make it less poetic?
ああ。
Just a normal case name, you know? Think. What would that be? A good normal name.
じゃあ、吊るされた男で。
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good strong name.
Oh.
We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good to be sorted this out.
ハングドマンね。
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
黄色い紙。
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
これで事件簿を読めるか。やってみよう。
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
捜査開始日、現場に到着した時間、事件名、HBDB41、捜査官の名前と文章。41っていうのは文章でしょ？だから HDB っていうのは名前？
Yes, your precinct number is 41. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
変態ドデカミンボトル。何を言ってるんだ？ホラーデビーベリー。
That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
OK。これもこれもインタラクトできる。
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
まあいいや。とりあえず、食うのにね、話聞かにゃならんらしいから。
Look, see? It's the fucking
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
お、協力的には民間人には出てってもらうぞ。
What's this psycho shit? You're gonna pretend like nothing happened?
He's trying to forget it, Kuno. let him forget it just like that.
くそ。
Reminisce with Kuno. First, you try to fiddle this, then you punch yourself in the face. What was up with that?
うるせえ。
Yeah, Kuno, what was that?
How are you gonna make Kuno forget that shit, huh?
クーノの機嫌を取れ。何を落とせばいいんです
Please
か
don't waste time on nonsense.
あー、キツラギさんが怒ってる。
The lieutenant does not approve of this at all.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, Piggo. You're doing the right thing here, trying to get Kuno to like you again. You could pay tribute to Kuno
Ah.
for drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
ハーブね。
What are you doing?
いやでも話聞かんにはならんでしょ。キツラギさん。
No, you really, really don't. That is a 12-year-old boy. His opinion of you doesn't matter.
You don't fucking matter, buck imp.
くー。いやでも、一応話を聞こうぜ。
Why? You're turning this into a huge thing.
そんなことは。揉め事が起きるとその敗者は必ず相手のビッチになるんだ。男同士の力関係について何も知らないんだな、君。
You're totally unraveling, officer.
うるせえ。ああ。このクードの言いなりビッチ問題を片付けさえすれば万事解決なんだ。さあ、取り掛かるぞ、キム。なるほどね。クードの機嫌を取るね。あったあった、さっき。クードの喜びそうなもの。これ。あれ取れなくなってる。取れなくなってるわ。そうか。じゃあ、先に店長に話聞きに行くか。いや、マジ話進まんな。いちいち調べも、あれでしょ？だって事件簿拾うだけであんなに文章読まされるんでしょ？なあ。
Can I help you?
あ、会返します。
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
あ、そう。衣服を
How
見つけたんです。
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
まあ、他に廃物入れの鍵を持ってる
The
人間
trash
は
collection service? CS Municipal. I
CS
don't see
ミュ
why
ニ
they
シパ
would
ル。
put anything in the trash, though.
店長以外には持ってないん
The
だ
elusive
ね。
CS Municipal. I doubt you'll be
幻の。
able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
そんな
Thank you anyway.
忍者みたいな存在ない。店のスタッフの誰かは
Sylvie had the keys before I got
Ah,
here,
Sylvie,
and
yeah.
I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
なるほど。
Yes?
じゃあ、大丈夫です。結局、前の店長、シルビーのことについても後々ゆくゆくは調べないといけないみたいな感じかな。こんにちは。
Hello again, sweetie.
あ、そう。謝っとこう。大丈夫か？ぶつかっておるか？
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
ああ。いや、本当に
From
何だっ
where
たの
I
や
was
だね。
standing, it looked like you were about to pull out two guns, but drew out two birdies instead. Well, I'm glad you weren't injured.
いやー、この人にはね、せめて、この人にだけは優しくしていこう。風の絵の貢ぎ物ね。なんかある？青ペン。ちょっと持てたりするの？というわけでもない。 あ、こっちの探索進めてみっか。こっから、こっち行って、ああ、登れる登れる。あ、なんか調べれそう。難しいな。モザフェド。ああ、よかった。回復アイテム。いろいろ調べられますね。これお金じゃない？ああ、お金お金。ああ、お金。めっちゃ落ちてるな、お金。落ちすぎじゃない？ちょっと。大丈夫？めっちゃシフトと間違えてキャプスロックをしちゃう。あれ、ここまでか。オートセーブされたわ。こんだけか、ここは。ここも特に何かあるわけじゃないもんな。それだけ3人意見を合うか。
Yes?
あ、特にないですね。まあ、キツラギさんのことはね、キムじゃなくて、キツラギさんってちゃんとリスペクトを持って呼んでいきたいですよね。まだそんなにね、そんなにっていうか、全く仲良くないから、やっぱ、あ、これお金か。今 3.9 リアル持ってんだ。じゃあ、ついでにというか、この周囲調べるか。これ調べる。ポストか？
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito.
Oh.
A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102 with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
これね、郵便箱蹴るとろくなことになるの知ってるから、慣れとこう。
The box seems happy.
ああ、よかったよかった。
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
しっかり
The
しろよ。
mailbox does not know how to man up. It is an inanimate object.
物と会話するの面白いな。お、誰だ？子供か？
Hello, sir.
姉。
Step right in. The store is open.
俺が方
I
だ。
know, sir.
わか。寂しさを紛らわさに彼女はし
Are
ば
you
らく。
interested in a new and exciting book?
本屋さん？
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell
へ
books, postcards, and some board games.
あ、いいね、ボード
It's
ゲー
called
ム。
Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
いや、名前すごいな。
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
本ってなんだっ
That
てやばい
is a
な。
book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a
Aha.
really long letter.
ちゃんと説明してくれる。偉い。
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
持ってるよ、そういう
She
の。
is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Board
Board game.
games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
面白そうだ。
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
あ、聞いてもい
Okay,
いです
sir.
か？
I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
君の
My
名
name
前
is
は？
Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register or organizing the stock.
お、彼女は何かを思い出したかのようにハッと目を見
Feel
開
free
く。
to step in and browse our wares.
ああ。寒い中なぜ外に
I'm
立ってる
signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
いや、子供にそんなこと
A
させちゃあ
sudden
かん
rush
よ。
of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's
Oh.
cold.
お。店主に一言
Oh
言ってやろ
no,
うか
no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
けなげですね。あ、学校とか行か
I
なくてい
do
いの
my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
いやー、まあこういうことがね、世界のどこかで現実的に行われているというね、ことをね、噛み締めないといけないですね。学校なんて
Mum
ことだ
says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
お母さん意外とちゃんとしてる人や
There
か
is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting
ら。
etiquette.
それが子供にとっていいかどうかはさておき。
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at
う
first.
ーん、
There's talk about this house being cursed.
呪われてる。
Behind her, the window has been boarded up.
あ
You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
あ、どんな風
Cursed
に
in the way that makes them say that no business has ever
Ah.
really thrived here, sir. That they all go,
あるね。あるある、そういう建物。テナントが入れ替わり立ち替わり入ってるようなケツオーバー。
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
かなり深刻そうだな。調べてみた方がいいかもしれん。
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see
Ah.
much more to look into here.
もう
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
あ、倒産した会社は
Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
おー、怪しいですね。
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
見せてやるよって何
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can
困って
tell
る
you
わ。
about some of our books instead.
犯
Crime
罪。
fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
はいはい。犯罪小説じゃない。犯罪が何なのかを知りたいんだ。かなりいかれてるんだ。
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
犯罪について読みた
It's
がるやつがいるの。
exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
なるほど。ちなみに、俺は警官だ。いわゆる法ってやつさ。俺が
You
法だ
don't。look much like a policeman.
まあ、それは自覚してるよ。でも、それならどんな見た目が警察官らしい
Didn't
ん
mean
だ。
to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you
出た。
don't look like Dick Mullen.
ディック・ミューレン。
More about books, maybe?
まあ、とりあえずいいか。あ、すごい。置いてある本。あって。でも、野ざらしにするのは良くないと思うんですが。だって雨降ってるよ、今。これはバラ拳銃反乱の女性。表紙しか見てねえ。まあ、そりゃそうか。 意外と行ける範囲広いな。あ。そんでこれ海？こんな近いんだ。袋を手に持っているが。袋なんかある？ないよな。こっち、あ、いける。なに？水鳥。こんばんは。今はね、まあ、九段の殺人事件の現場を見に行って、で、近くのゴミ箱からね、外車の衣類が見つかったんで、それについて調べてるところですね。そこに少女がいる。彼女が塗料をこぼしたのか。あ、これ？おーい。
The streets will flow red once more.
スカル
A
族の
great
真理。
torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
若い女は桟橋に停泊しているボートをじっと見ている。
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
あなたは一体何
I'm
者？
Cindy the fucking Skull. What
Skull
else do
族。
you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Ask away, pigman, but I don't promise to answer.
先日起きた殺人事件について何か
I
知っ
ain't
てる
no
ことはない。
snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit.
それはもう
No
何か
shortage
知ってるって言ってるようなもんや
of
ぞ。
squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us
Aha.
in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
そうか。
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
語彙力不思議ですね。学がある頭おかしいやつみたいな。入れる？
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's the door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
これ以上。開けろってどれと試験だ。
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
だから俺は嘘を言ってない。
I already told you. I won't be
これ以上。
responsible for any more strangers getting into the building.
それはつまり今までに
Go
入
check
れ
the
たことがあるってこ
backyard
と。
door. Maybe someone there will.
裏庭のドア。
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
キム。行け。
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
キムは律儀にあなたに言われた言葉を復唱す
There
る。
is no reply.
ああ。
Just faint sweeping sounds inside.
残念やったな、キム。平木さん。俺と同じ扱いされてどういう気持ち？ねえ、今どういう気持ち？答えはなしか。ああ、崩れてる。なんか養生都市みたいなところなのかな。荷物調べれるな。なんか包み、怪しい。お、マグネシウムだ。やったー。それ、拾っていいやつっていうか。ワーリングインラグズで借りている部屋はこの反省よりわずかに大きいくらいだ。何言ってんの？あなたが生涯に稼ぐ額よりも高価なもの。うるせえよ。
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
ヨットレディ
Good
ーだ。
afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
お、礼儀正しい。
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
ああ、やっと やっとまともな人と会話ができそうな気がする。あ、どうして俺たちのことが分
Nothing,
かっ
honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
た？ああ。我々も同じ気持ちです。
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
まあ、握
I'm
手を
glad to see you here.
お会いできて。うん。
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
なるほど。
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will.
あ
Gladly.
あ、ありがて
That is good to hear, madame.
え。うん。
My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know
Ah.
that he's recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
めちゃめちゃ言葉を選んで喋ってくれてるな、キツネ
There's
さ
a
ん。
trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
いや、いいじゃないの。
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
やったー。まあ、とりあえず、リンチ事件につ
Quite a
い
few
て。
things, I'm afraid.
不本意ながら情報を握ってる。
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
なるほど。
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant
Ah, so-
Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will
そうなんで
suffice.
す。身分証ちょっとね、車の中に置いてきちゃって。
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
それはどうして？
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
ああ、俺がつい最近珍しい病気を患うようになったと相棒が言ってた分。身分証をなくしたのもその病気と関係しているんだ。
I see. So,
あ
are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
あ、明けを浴びるように飲んだ翌朝、これまでの前世の記憶と世界の不明に関する知識がそれぞれ抜け落ちていたんでね。言うな、そんなこと。唯一と言っていいほどね、まともに会話してくれる人ないから、ま
I
あそうなりま
can't
す
hear you,
ね。
darling. Speak up, please.
あ
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
あ、この人めちゃめちゃいい人。
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
いい人すぎる
As。I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
うん。
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I
Ah,
simply
な
can't
るほど
share
ね。
anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial
お、
arrangement.
都合のいい協定。例えばどんな協定ですか？
Favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
お、高い。
Feelings
失敗
will
した。
guide the way.
いや、しかしだな、俺はこのリンチについて知らなくちゃならない。何しろ俺が探偵している事件なんだ。とにかく情報を集めることが
I
肝要だ。
assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
いやー、関係を悪化させるようなことを言うなよ。あんたは他にもたくさんのものを持ってるじゃないか。俺にはこれだけだ。これが俺という存在の全
She's
てだ。
silent. The wind
Wow.
flaps the sail above her.
いや、まくし立てるな。例えばこのボートだ。それとどこかに家だって持ってるんだろう。俺にはこの事件しかない。
Officer,
あー、記録が。俺はこのリンチ事件のこと以外に何も覚えてない。この海岸とリンチ事件のこと以外は何一つ。
I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
いや、その通りです。
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors.
はいは
They're
い。
going to want to see something tangible.
と
The
いうと
Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour.
お
It's an
ー
open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it.
なるほど。
Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
なるほどね。身分証を探して持ってくるか、このハーブ取引についてメスを入れるかどっちかってこと。
A word in private before we continue.
おう。何です？
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, detective.
これちっちゃ。どんな展開期待して
Honestly,
た
I
の？
was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer as to be her henchman.
ということは、俺たちは今彼女の手下なのか？
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
なるほ
Either
ど
way,
ね。
we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
どうだろう、まず俺の身分証を探すというの
Oh,
は。
that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
あー、キツナギさ
You
ん。
could request
冷
a
たいよ。
link from your station, but that would literally take months.
なるほど。
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
なるほどね。
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
なるほど。
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
よし、じゃあ、噂のハーブ
It's
取
quite
引について
straightforward.
話を聞かせてくれ。
Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
うん。
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
なるほど。ちょっと話を整理させてくれ。それはつまり、サマラから運んできた材料がターミナルを経由してレバショールに入ってきてるってことか。
After they clear the terminal,
整理してる
we
かこ
lose
れ。
track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter,
うんうんうん
north of here.
なるほど。
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
なるほどね。運び屋みたいなことをしてると。
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
はいはいはい。何が言い
The
たい？
lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now.
はいはいはい
Interview
はい
the
はい。
drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
なるほど。
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright
何を言っとんねん。
daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver,
な
I
るほ
will share
ど。
company secrets with you.
この密輸の事件を調査して情報をこの人に与えれば、このリンチ殺人事件の情報を渡してくれるって。
How
じゃ
do
あ
you
なん
think they're
かそこでもある
financing
の
this
か？
strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth month straight.
おう。
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to
なん
fund.
と。
With all due respect to these desert cacti, The contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
なるほど。だからハーブの原材料を取り扱って稼いだ資金をストライキの費用に充てる。
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
なるほどね。
Yes.
まあこの件については俺たちが調べてやる。はいはい。
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
こう言って女は再び保温瓶の中身をごくごくと飲む。容器は一向に空になりました。ワイルドパインズは運送会社
I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
総合商社みたいな感じ
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
100億単位だと。すげえ。
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
なるほど。大丈夫です。とりあえずいいか。ようやっとなんからしくなってきたというか、調査らしくなってきたというかね。まあ今のところタスクとしては、そのさっきのナイズレディがやってた密輸事件について調査するのと、あとはクソガキよね。クソガキに何か貢がないといけない。誰あなた。なんか来てる。あ、袋だ。装備すると、キヨキヨキヨキヨ。やったー。あれ調べれんじゃん。あ、こっちか。あ、お金、やった。100リアルでしょ ?100 リアル、遠いぜ、おい。壁に無数の弾痕が散らばっている。
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
キム、見ろ。弾痕だ。誰かが撃たれたんだ。
Those are old.
古いってどういう
These
こと
bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
そうです
We
か
should。focus on present crimes from the present century.
その通りですね。俺にできないことはね、みんなのための仕事だ。あ、双眼鏡これ。効果投入式の望遠鏡は割れてんのかーい。何この人。すごい格好してない？胸あるの。メジャーを取り出すたびに背中のことをメソメソ言われる。ああ。
Let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
いいおじさんやな。
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old.
These manly men are playing balls.
え
This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it.
これか。
Don't ask questions.
あれ、ボッチ
Shoot
ャ、ボッチャみたいなや
Ask
つ
questions never.
よし、ショータイムだ。
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
お、できそう。行くぜ。
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
浜を触
The
る。
cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it.
ほんほんほんほん
Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
キャナテ。フォームだけはめちゃくちゃ綺麗やったな。
Bordel de merde! What the hell is your problem?
この上腕三頭筋に文句があるのか
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
え、なんだって
Vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
ペタンクか。あ、聞いたことあるな、ペタンク。あー、ペタンクね、知ってる知ってる。
No, you don't. Our petanque game
あ、やってるやってる。
We want our bull back.
ブール。
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
うわ、ガストンさん。い
Of course there's harm done.
や、
You
怒っていいのよ。
slug. You are as a goddamn bull.
どうにかしますよ。
Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
ああ、あれなんだ。わざわざ見つけてくるという心意気を見せたのがいいんだ。あ、なんか知ってます？
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed
あ、
me
この
by
人も話通じるな。地元の連中は
Martinez, the union is the law.
なるほど。
Can you really blame them?
ルネ・アルノーさん。
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
話わかるな。こんな人のさ、大事なボールをあんな美しいフォームで上に投げ捨てたら、そら怒りますわ。
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
ということは信用できそうな気がするな。
Lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
時間を取らせたな。はいはいはい。ブールの代わりにやるものを見つけてこい。余計なタスクを増やすな。真の男にふさわしい巨大なブール。やかましいわ。座れる。
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
座れるわけじゃない。
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
なるほど。
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
なるほどね。すごいな。チュートリアルにも読み上げ音声がついてるの。まあ、ちょっとね、この辺で この辺でね、今回もまた何も進まんかったけど、いやでもまあ進んだ方かな。殺人現場調べて、遺体を調べて、協力してくれそうな人をね、発見できたので、まあ、次回からは、そちらのね、タスクをこなしつつ、このキツラゲさんと協力して、キツラゲさんこっち向いてよ。ね。まあ、事件を解決していくのかな。でまあ、次回の配信は、まあ、やるとしたらあさってとかかな。まあ、その辺のね、告知は、概要欄にある Twitter 改め X でやってるので、X のフォローと、この YouTube チャンネルのね、チャンネル登録をしてお待ちください。では、ありがとうございました。キツラゲビーム